Hello, my name is Alberto Villarengo, and I am here sharing my effective communication plan. See, people are individual. It's important to understand about communication is that people are individuals. As social as we humans are, we're still individuals, prone to doing our own thing the way we're going to do it. However, from personal observation and a few other sources, I've seen that when I say a domineering presence is made known, people tend to go more in unison, like a flock almost. In order to establish for a teacher to establish themselves and facilitate a class to operate individually, yet work towards a goal in unison under their presence, a teacher has to establish their superiority as an instructor, their credibility as an expert, but most important of all, respect as a leader. First two are fairly easy to establish. You just basically present yourself and your credentials. But respect is tricky. Respect is trickier, and it goes both ways. A little bit of respect can be granted initially, but to truly get respect, you have to earn it. Your students have to earn your respect, complete respect. You have to earn their complete respect. Needs to deepen. The following PowerPoint thingy is a little simulation scenario that would be if I was a junior instructor attending a grad school, like at Texas A&M or whatever. It's just a possible future thing that I think I could demonstrate here to apply here to demonstrate my knowledge. Let me see, share screen. All right, I hope you're seeing this okay. First off, once class is gathered and it's time to start, I go in, grab everyone's attention and present this slide. Welcome to food chemistry. Let's say that's the class I'm teaching as a junior instructor. Welcome to food chemistry. My name is Alberto Villarengo. I will be your professor for this. I will be your instructor for this class. Then I'd go on to move on, say like a little bit about myself. I earned my bachelor's in food science at Fresno State. My master's I got in chemistry, I got at Grand Canyon University. And then I'm currently working on my PhD in food science and technology here at Texas A&M. And at this point, I'd go on and talk about my I'd turn off the PowerPoint briefly and go on about how as your tell the students, as your instructor for this course, my job is to ensure that you not only absorb the material, but to also facilitate your abilities in applying what you are taught. The lectures that follow this semester are designed to educate those with potential. So my expectations are going to be high at first. Then I'd be going on to say like why my expectations why would they not be? Because these students, I'm here at Texas A&M. It's a little pride thing, I'd say. And why would my expectations not be high? You all got into Texas A&M after all. At that point, I would resume resume screen. At that point, I would resume the PowerPoint and go on to the next slide. And from here, I would say, before we go over the syllabus, anything you want me to know about yourselves or any questions you want to ask. This way, this not only helps to establish a rapport and demonstrate that I'm willing to respect them and listen to them, but it also gives me a chance to probe to discreetly probe them for information on like preemptive feedback. The questions they ask, how they react to how I respond to those questions, that will give me insight to how I'm presenting myself and communicating with them, and whether or not I need to tailor my presentation to be more effective at communicating. You see, that's how it that's a big time strategy I have for this sort of that's a good strategy to get people's feedback without realizing they're giving feedback, because then you get real raw honest stuff. And audiences are diverse these days, so major challenge is to be able to stylize one's presentation to cater to all audience members. So all the more important need for that initial preemptive feedback probing. But that's not everything. There are other challenges like conflict between students when they're working in groups, or conflict between student and teacher. I mean, if a student has a problem with me, I'd talk through it with them, see where we can go. I'd listen, and I'd listen to them. I'd go over with work with them, but I want to make sure that they understand that they're not having one up on me. As far as student versus student conflict, I mean, working in groups, I mean, conflicts tend to like kind of quietly build. They're not always all up front. So it would be important that when I assign projects working in groups, that I remind students to come to me if there's having any tension or issues, whether it be from varying agendas, perceptions, or work styles. Either way, unproductive conflict, there are a couple things to do with this. One is to hold a supervised group session in which as the teacher, I supervise the class, take turns expressing their issues, why they're clashing. I then go on to have them consider each other's viewpoints and constructively work out their differences. Individual interviews, if it's one of those issues where it's more like one person's the cause of the problem than like multiple people clashing, then individual interviews can root that out more. I interview each student and ask them how they're working on well in their group. I have to remove all my personal interest and emotion from the thing so I don't get biased. And then as I interview each student, and they get to explain to me what's going on, and I figure out how to resolve the issue from there. I mean, every student wants to enjoy their class, so I got to make sure we resolve their issue. Students learn better. People learn better when they're enjoying their time. It's been proven many times over. Effective communication creates these positive vibes, which in turn promote higher cognitive function and elevates academic potential. We're social enough to have a sense of empathy. So as a teacher, if I'm not as a would-be teacher, if I'm not all into it, students aren't going to be either. So I got to get excited.